So why is it that we get such a huge bang for our buck when it comes to just doing any kind of activity, whether it is a simple walk, a treadmill, resistance training, when it comes to the whole thing being postprandial glucose regulation or just bringing it down as little as you can? Why is it so beneficial? Well, it all goes back to the primitive times when we were like hunter-gatherers, you want to call it gatherer hunters, whatever, especially in the vegan community. So it's about, you were meant to have, we did not have all these commodities that we have about the food industry, the way it tries to make it as easy as possible. On the other hand, there's also so many other ramifications of certain metabolic conditions. But by the way, everything I'm sharing today is all related to, is just applicable to people who are metabolically healthy. If you have the least minimum, you're flirting with a little bit of insulin resistance or anything like that, this doesn't apply to you. So you had to just go and get it dirty into the trenches and hunt for the next day whenever possible. And also, this is the same reason why the ketone bodies are so prolific, and they give you so much energy as soon as you wake up, even if you haven't eaten, unless you are just used to these early morning Dunkin' Donuts and all the other perks, which are, to say the least, they are worse than detrimental. And the main idea is that you could say, okay, we follow the same structure, just like a brain and the way we do things, the way we perceive things. There are so many other things like fight or flight response and all these things. Why are they exactly the same as the primitive times? I think the mental part is, besides being pretty obvious, I would say it's just takes a long time for our evolution. But just keeping it simple with the metabolic part, I would say just think about the amount of modifications we've made, let alone all the processed food and junk that is completely screwing us up day in and day out. Even if you try to keep away from it, there's sugar in almost everything you can buy. Even a piece of bread contains, if not so many different additives, sweeteners, and a million other things. Even when you get like organic farming stuff, there's rarely any guarantees that they do not have certain modifications that have been happening like throughout the time, and therefore